If you're struggling like I have and your window attachment is breaking all the time, this may help. So basically what we want to do is attach this window sketch to our geometry model. So I'm using a base sketch for my walls, roof line, floors, so my model is parametric. So just turn this datum plane off. So this window, actually we'll just delete this window. Let's get rid of this window. We'll start from scratch. So we've inserted a new window, and we're going to go to this window, one we just inserted, right click on that sketch, brings up a menu, go to attachment. So you can see that the sketch of that window has no referencing. It's not referenced to any plane, face or edge. It's actually deactivated. So what we want to do is select our sketch edge. Now that's selecting the slab edge, which we don't want. So let's cancel that for a sec. I'll turn my ground floor off and I'll redo that. So select the sketch, attachment mode, and I want to select that, and that's done that. So sketch 004, edge 2. Okay, before we accept that, you can see that we want this sketch on the face of this wall. So what we need to do is around the Z-axis, swing it 90 degrees. No, that's put it on the other face, so it's around the Y-axis. So delete that, around the Y-axis 90. It's done that. So now we want to raise that window to our head height, which is about 2 meters. And bring this window across to that point there. It's roughly 10 meters. Oops, it's along, sorry, that's 0. It's along the Z in this case. So 10, 1, 2, 3, and we want that to be a minus figure. And it's approximately where we want it, a little bit more, so let's go 10,500. Once that's done, okay. Let's go back and turn our ground floor on, our datum plate on, and just, go up here to the menu, click on walls, right click, menu comes up, recompute object. And you can see that that wall window is placed on that wall. Now, a quick test. Let's turn this datum plate off. We'll go to our control sketch, and now we'll stretch those walls out to, say, 10 meters. So now, hopefully, that window's moved with that wall, which it has. See that? So now when I'm stretching, moving walls, my windows are adjusted accordingly. We'll just test it again. 12 meters. Let's go a big stretch. I'll just show you what happens. Close. So big stretch. Looks like everything's lost, but it's not. Just go up to walls, right click, recompute object, and you have it back. So small incremental changes of a few meters, you don't have to do that, but on a large stretch, you would have to. So let's go back to our control sketch. 8 meters. close, right click on wall, recompute object. Everything works fine just as it's supposed to. So now I'll just show you one other thing. So my model's parametric, so when I go and it's controlled by that rectangle, so when I stretch that rectangle widthways, lengthways, my windows move accordingly. So now the reason that sketch or my floor is attached to a datum plane is so then when I go and move that sketch vertically, my windows move also. So if I go to this datum plane here, I'll just show you what I mean. I go to that datum plane, select on placement, it's 4.7 meters above ground. So if I now go 5.7 or 5,700 millimeters, okay. So now it looks like everything's moved except the windows have remained in the same position. However, if I go to wall, recompute object, you'll see that they move accordingly. So when I attached those window sketches to the face only, so I've attached those window sketches to my sketch, that rectangle line. When you attach the window sketch to the face, it will not adjust within height. That's what I found. So that's my workaround. It's just nice and simple because it means that you can adjust the building's height, bring this height up without going and individually changing all your window heights. Yeah, so that's just we'll lower it just to make sure that it works both ways. So if I go back to this datum plane, placement, bring it back down to 4.7, okay. Go to the walls, right click, recompute object, done. Sorry for the model, it's a bit of a simple model, but it's just to demonstrate the task at hand. All right, thanks, cheers.